or where I can upgrade the hammer. I think I went too fast. I think I went too fast there. He just basically told me about, oh, you want to go into the Hammer Brothers again? How much coins do I have?
You have a lot. Oh, never mind.
Okay, so someone
Hammerhead.
actually has figured out the formula. It is something. Okay, so it is the lucky chance is the lucky base plus the lucky multiplier for that attack, multiplied by the player's stash stat, divided by the enemy stash stat with a minimum and a maximum chance. The enemy stash is determined by the average of the bro's natural stash stats at its own level, and the lucky base, lucky multiplier chance are constant, depends on how.
Okay, so I have to find the hammer. So I have to find the Hammer Brothers, Hammerhead Brothers. They're the Hammerhead Brothers, not just Hammer Brothers. Sorry for the misconception before.
So what is the gimmick of the new Kamen Rider show? I'm not up to date on Kamen Rider.
So Geats is like all the riders are like part of this game where they score points by fighting monsters and things, and they're all competing against each other, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whoever
pretty much
whoever wins gets to be the new god of desire, which basically means that they basically can get the world they want.
Yeah.
Oh, they become Slanesh.
Probably not that god of desire.
Well, depending on who it is, they might be.
Yeah, exactly. I guarantee you at least one of them's got that secret fantasy tucked away. Why are you trying to eat my hand, cat?
It's been a pretty good show so far, I think. It's definitely better than Saber and Revice. I hate Saber and Revice so much.
Alright, so some things were changed from the Japanese version into the American version. Looks like the American version's a fair bit more generous, with the base luck chance always being 0%. And the multiplier being dependent on level, where as long as you were within 10 levels, then within 10% of the enemy's level, then it is a 10% base chance. From 10 to 25%, it then becomes a 12% chance, and then is reduced to a 6% chance if there are a greater difference in levels than 25%. Okay, that's making some degree of sense. So your stash stat, as long as you're within 10% of its levels, is then multiplied by a 10% chance, up to a theoretical maximum chance, which doesn't say here what that maximum.
You said this was making a degree of sense to you.
So theoretically, since it's supposed to be a 10% chance, it should be a 100% chance every time, except it's going to be divided by the enemy stacks. Honestly, I have no clue, because there's just so many calculations that are going to be going on. It's really hard to predict what your critical hit chance is going to be. Really, the only thing we can predict is that increasing your stash stat is going to have increased your odds of landing critical hits, but it looks like it's kind of lame because you need to constantly be pumping points into the stash stat to get consistent crits. And even then, like, it's never consistent. It's just, it's going to be slightly more consistent than if you didn't, but even then. We're probably looking at a difference between, like, a 1% chance of crits and, like, a 3% chance of crits if you pump the stash stat, which is insane. Compared to pumping the attack stat, where we're looking at a difference between boss fights taking forever and being able to one-shot every single overworld enemy, and boss fights only taking like 5 rounds of combat.
Yeah, because I did the power stat and I was able to beat bosses in like 2 hits. You all okay?
Yeah. So really, the only point of the stash stat is reducing the price of shop items, and even then, because it's going to be reduced up to 50%, it's only worth putting a few levels up into stash. Which makes Dash, despite being fun in theory, objectively the worst stat, which really does make this a challenge run. I wish that was a good stat because, just pumping luck is my kind of gameplay strategy. I love doing that for dumb challenges, but dang. This is basically just throwing every level you gain into the trash.
Yeah, from the looks of things, I am pretty much... The only other option for me would be to either grind levels or
just restart the game.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna restart. I'm already too far into this.
We're here for the challenge. It'll be a good time. My only concern is the boss fights taking so long.
Yeah, which means I do need to find another way to get red peppers. Because that'll help me out a lot.
Which it seems like there's no consistent way to gain them.
I don't think this game was made for challenge runs in mind.
Oh no, definitely not. I just don't think I understood how much of a challenge run this was going to be going into it.
Yeah. Okay. I've been to the Hammer Brothers location. I know it's just been so long they're really hard to find. Their location is so innocuous that it's hard to find, so the location is so innocuous that it's extremely hard to find. I give up. Can you look up a map to find where the Hammer Brothers place is? Because I need to go to them again in order to break the dark blocks.
Break the cock block.
Yeah, this stuff is cock blocking this run. I need to stop it. Darn it, I did it again. I meant to jump on the Lackbee.
Oops.
Oh yeah, I don't have the... Oh yeah, I don't have the item equipped for jumping on spiked enemies anymore.
Nope. Got rid of that one.
Yeah, because I needed the increased power stat as opposed to dealing extra damage to spiked enemies.
I am still processing the episode I just watched. A lot happened. A lot happened.
I'm still going with Common Rider died. That's still my guess.
It's not far off. Not quite what happened, but not far off.
He's no longer
Okay,
a
found
Common
him.
Rider. He lost his abilities.
Yay, found him. Hammerhead Brothers.
Yeah, new villain showed up and kind of fucked everyone's shit up.
Oh, I love it when that happens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Wah! I was wondering who it might be. Turns out it's those Mario Brothers again. Which one of you wants to voice green stashed Hammerhead brother?
You guys have the best time. We just finished mastering a brand spanking new hammer making technique.
Want us to reforge your hammers for you?
No, we're here because we love your company. Yes,
In
we're
that
going to
case,
forge your hammers.
this will be the debut of our new hammer making technique. We'll get right to reforging. Reforging. Reforging, some may say. I'm gonna be honest with you. We've never tried this technique before. We just spitballed it onto some napkins. This may just break your hammers entirely.
Well, give it a shot. Here we go.
On your toes.
That's some fine work we did. Congrats, we've turned your hammer into butter.
Yep, the butter hammer.
These are definitely the finest hammers available. They're even more powerful than before.
We figured out the same technique that we used to create the butter sword in A Link to the Past.
So, what kind of scam are the Hammerhead brothers running? Because that's very clearly just the same hammer with a different coat of paint on it.
With those hammers, you can break any kind of rock. Any kind at all. Totally.
We use all our talents making these hammers. Make them serve you well.
But yeah, I still...
How wild would it be, though, if they didn't fight and you could just smash the map now?
Vuly, you kind of...
Just the game's broken.
You roboted for a second.
How wild would it be if they aren't lying and they actually just broke the game and now you can smash through the environment?
I am Thromp, and I love a good game. Test your luck for a mere 500 coins. Are you ready to show me the mightiest swing you've got?
I'm ready to show you a swing, boy.
You do not have enough coins. 372 coins.
Yeah, probably just need a couple more fights and then you got it. Probably just need to kill the Hammerhead bros. They probably got that much money on them. I mean, you
just need to commit some war crimes.
You don't need them anymore. You got the Ultra Hammers.
Man,
Yeah, but to be fair, their heads are hard enough to make these hammers, so I'm pretty sure that we wouldn't be able to do any damage to them at this point. They're probably just made of pure diamond at this point.
Okay, but what if we use the hand power on them?
Good point. What if we melt them and shock them?
I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and melt and shock these Sharpies instead. Okay, seriously, these back attacks are starting to get more than a little irritating. Darn it! I was hoping to hit the Lackey. Sweet, Luigi leveled up.
For anyone who's curious as to what Geats look like, what Geats looks like, I'm putting it in general.
Yeah, each of the each of the riders in Geats, and yes, there is more than one, is based on some type of animal. Sometimes.
Yeah. That does not. That's not really unique, I think, though.
It's not.
Because
Geats is a fox, though.
Ah, furry rider.
Common Rider,
Yes.
what was it, 0-1? Like half of their abilities were animal based.
Yes, exactly.
Common Rider Wild, obviously.
It doesn't exist.
I thought it was Wild, but the one where they actually had like blood and shit everywhere.
You mean Amazon?
I don't know if he's saying.
Amazon, that's one. That's what I was thinking.
I couldn't tell if he was saying didn't exist as in it never happened, or as in didn't exist as in it never happened. Stop mentioning it.
Yeah, no, he just misremembered the name wrong.
Mr. Remembered it wrong or misremembered it correctly?
No,
Did he
it's
correctly
just
misremember it?
Amazon. There's never been a Kamen Rider Wild.
There could be.
Huh.
Yeah.
You want to
Definitely could be.
cross?
Definitely could be.
Yep. You want to cross the sea? Why, such a thing is impossible. Without a surfboard, that is. Say, maybe you can find something to jam into that hole. Maybe you'll make some sort of surfboard substitute. Maybe.
Maybe
like
you'll
jamming
find
things in the holes.
something to jam in that hole. Why are you taking your overalls off?
No, Mario. That's not what the hammer's for.
No.
Oh dear God, he killed Luigi.
Oh no. Can't believe Luigi's dead.
And now he's Mario's surfboard.
Mario's finally had enough of Luigi's shit.
Mario!
Mario #1.
Come on, the player two. Getting and fouling up Mario name.
Ready! Is anybody able to do a good impression of Captain Lou Albano, Mario?
Well, you see here,
Really?
guys.
It takes all colors to make a rainbow, Luigi. Except black. Can't make rainbow with black.
Oh no. Oh no.
You asked for it.
That's
I
the
don't
best
like I
quote
don't
from
like the direction that went.
I'm sure that's not a direct quote from the show, but it's funny as hell.
Wouldn't surprise me if it was a direct quote from Lou Albano, though. He was talking about... I remember how he was talking about how drugs are even worse than hell.
Yeah,
You do drugs, go to hell before you die.
exactly. You go to hell before you die. Some drag me to hell shit.
Oh, jeez. Huh. That aired on television. Think about that for a minute.
Yeah,
With
by
half
the way-
crap that airs on television nowadays, it's not surprising.
Imagine seeing that on television in the early 90s.
Mommy, Mario said I'll go to hell before I die if I do drugs. And as a parent, do you...
And he was right, sweetie.
Yeah, as a parent, do you feed into the fear, or do you try to console your child?
Probably console.
Oh no, I would definitely feed
You
into
tell
the
your
fear.
child to do what Mario tells you.
Yeah.
That sounds like how you traumatize a child.
Well, yeah, if you traumatize them
Ugh.
enough, they'll never want to do anything bad. They'll be too afraid
That
to.
sounds like abuse.
A little abuse, you know, it doesn't hurt.
Yes, it does.
There-
Little abuse never hurt a child.
I
A
work with
little
all.
abuse.
I work with children who have dealt with that kind of abuse. No, that is not a thing.
Oh, come on. Builds character.
I
All
don't
those-
think that's
All
right.
those people, all the abusers freaking say that. They also say boys will be boys and all that nonsense.
Boys will be boys, dude.
Protect
I don't know if you
protecting-
that one.
in terms of protecting, like protecting from bullying behavior. I was gonna say I don't
People
support.
suck. What are you saying?
Time for the creepy music to play. Because we're in
Oh,
the final
fun.
area. Because we're in what I think to be the final area, one of the final areas of the game.
Oh, fun.
Yay, finally.
Yeah.
Joke's end. And now I can warp back here. If it
Fun.
turns out I'm having issues here, I'll level grind and mark the stats, since I know where I can do to get level ups.
Cool. I'm still having a hard time processing that episode of Heat, man. I'm sorry. God damn.
How, who wants to be this little little ice girl?
I haven't. No, I won't do it. I couldn't do it well. I have not done a voice yet, but I know I won't be able to do this one well.
Go ahead.
Well, you don't
Give
have
it
to
a
do
shot.
it well, just do it.
Hold it, you two! This palace is our playground, understand? Do you two want to play here too? In that case, the least you could do is say hello to those of us who were here first. Eh? Me? I'm Jojora.
Is that a motherfucking JoJo reference?
Oh, it's a
I'm a
JoJo.
bloody cousin of the descendant of the spirit who once guarded this place. Oh. Oh. Princess Peach? Boletta? Man, I have no idea what you're talking about. Whatever. Look, if you want to go inside, go right ahead. Be my guest. Go nuts. I don't know what kind of adventure you've been on to get here, but man. Getting through here won't be nearly as easy as what you're used to. No way! That was entertaining.
Time
So,
for more
how'd I
hand
do?
powers.
How'd I do?
You did really well.
You did
Thank
alright.
you. Oh, so thank you for the confidence.
There we go. Now we've
Mm.
entered into Joke's End, first floor.
Fun.
Side.
Good. And I'm
Yep.
gotta go soon to go have dinner with the family.
Yeah, I think I think now is a good time to wrap it up because we're almost about to hit
Alright.
5 o'clock my
Cool.
time.
Sounds good. It's almost 8 here.
So thank you all for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed the stream.
Bye.
Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.